And hello, how's everyone doing on game night? It is game night. What's going on? It's been a busy week, I must say, and I am so glad it's Friday and it's going to be a good weekend. This weekend, I got to get serious about packing up this house. So I got to do that. But I am so thankful for this week. I had so many great projects. Week started off with the golf tournament, then a photo shoot with a good friend, and a beautiful branding headshot this week, and also blood test from the recovery from the surgery stuff. So my blood counts are back to normal. Everything is back to normal, and so I am a very thankful person. This was a good week. Thankful, and very thankful. And tomorrow, I do believe tomorrow's the last week. Is this the last weekend for the Italian festival? I'm gonna try to go again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go again tomorrow and get some pasta. Maybe I'll walk. Maybe I will walk to Little Italy tomorrow from here. So what's going on, y'all? How are you doing? Oh, you can't see the World Trade Center, can you? What's going on? Let me there we go. We got the World Trade Center right over there. Hold on a second. Let me change this a little bit so you guys can. I know some people like to see the World Trade Center and they're like, Ron, where's that World Trade Center? Where's the towers? So there's the towers right there. Yeah, there's the towers. Okay, there you can see it. Right there. Right there. There's the World Trade Center. There we go. So you can see that. And what else is happening? The weather. It was a hot day here in New York. And let me see. Where do I want to? Where do I want to? Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm situated. We had a hot day today in New York. It was hot. It was 80. Actually, okay, maybe not hot. Extremely warm. It was 84 degrees today here in New York City. And I don't like the 80s. So I like the 70s. And so right now, the weather has just changed. So you can feel the winds have changed. And if you're outside of New York City, about an hour and a half drive, it's going to be in the very low 40s. Tonight it'll be near 50 in the city, like I said high 50s here in New York. So I'm so thankful for the cool weather. Hey, Diva to the Max is in the building. What's up? Happy Friday. So good to see you in the building on this wonderful Touch Base Daily game night where we play the New York Times games. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do. Maybe I should also let me see. Let's see what's going on Instagram. Should I invite the Instagrammers in the building? Let me see. Let me check out the Instagrammers. And it's been a good week. Like I said, it's been a good week. I cannot complain. Concerned about what's going on in the world, but that's another story in itself. But I do see that it's interesting that people are responding to Jimmy Kimmel being, let go of ABC and suspended indefinitely. And that's not cool. Freedom, and all of these companies are bowing down. All of them. No one's standing. And what's amazing is that they don't realize that if they all stood against this guy, they would win. But something tells me they're not standing because they're for it. Can I say? And don't believe the lie that they said about Jimmy Kimmel, because they said we let him go because of what he said on Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday. Remember when they let Stephen Colbert away left CBS? Remember the footage that was also being shown then that they were going to go after Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Farrell next, right? Then that was last month, and it was nothing had ever happened to Kirk. I should say, I can I just say CK? Nothing happened to Mr. CK. Oh, the trees are blowing. Look at that. You see that? Oh, wow, the trees are blowing in my house. Yeah. So this has nothing to do with Jimmy Kimmel. They wanted him, I mean, about CK and talking about how Trump responded to the whole ordeal. This was already in the works last month. But they keep lying. Everyone is lying in the Republican Party, the MAGA people. They just keep lying. So, yeah, that's where we are in the country, y'all. And you didn't think it was going to happen. People are like, oh, it can't happen here. It's no. The autocrats cannot it cannot be an autocratic government. We're going to have our democracy forever. Y'all, it hasn't even been a year yet. And we're watching the dismantling of our country right before our eyes. Okay, no politics tonight. No politics. Resist, Ron. Resist. I gotta resist, y'all. I have to resist. Jimmy Fallon is on deck, but he's next. They're coming after him, just like they came after Jimmy Kimmel, and just like they came for Steve Colbert. They want them all gone. Anyone that has any ill will sayings or words to the man that's at the helm at the White House, this is the vengeance. This is part of the vengeance tour. They said it was going to be a vengeance tour. And this has nothing to do with what Jimmy said on Monday. Nothing. Bryson's in the building. He says, yeah, he's coming after Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers. Yep, he said that last month. Charlie Kirk was alive last month. This has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk and everything to do with freedom of speech. It is the revenge tour. Look, you saw what he did. He tried to go after our Letitia James here in New York, right? He tried to go after her, and the guy in Virginia, well, the attorney general, and I knew I shouldn't open. I should never talked about this, but the attorney general, he fired, or I think he is firing, or he's trying to fire the attorney general in Virginia because he wouldn't bring up charges against Letitia James. Revenge. The revenge tour. Right? Because the AG said there's nothing, she did nothing wrong. She bought a home in Virginia, no problem, nothing illegal. But because he wouldn't bring up charges, he's going after the AG. The revenge tour. It is getting dark in America, y'all. It's getting dark. It's mind-blowing that we can have a felon as president but not exercise our constitutional rights of free speech. Make it make sense, Diva to the Max says. Who you telling, Diva? We got a felon, a criminal, talking about crimes of other people that don't even exist. He's a mafia boss, making up stuff. Trevor Noah is not on. He doesn't have a show, so Trevor Noah is safe. John Oliver, now. Does John Oliver does he still have the late night show? Is he still on? Yeah. Anyway, Adrian, did you get a chance to share the link to your the Dare Greatly Foundation? Were you able to share that link with them? Did they get to see the pictures? There's a whole lot more, but that's going to happen next week. But the stuff that they need for social media, they got everything they need right now. All they got to do is right click and save the images. And I say, yeah, on HBO. I see Chris is in the building. Chris R says, hit the like button. Thank you, Chris R. Hit the like button if you're in the building. And Kimmy says, hey, y'all. Hey, Kimmy Kim. Adrian said he saw the link and was watching you at 11 a.m. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Well, they get to see me. Yeah. I hope I didn't embarrass you, sir. I hope I did not embarrass you. And yeah, so it's been a good week. I cannot complain. I mean, one, I got to spend time with Adrian and Nancy, and I got to. This was my therapist on Wednesday. She goes, so how was your week? How was because we missed last week because she was on vacation. So it was 2 weeks since we spoke. And I said to her, I said, oh, a lot is going on. A lot is going on. She says, what have you been doing? And what are you up to? And I said, I had the most spectacular week from Wednesday to Wednesday. And can I tell you something? I have to tell you, I got to give you a victory report. They say testify when something great happens. So I ended up staying in this apartment a lot longer than I am. Well, technically, I'm still on time, and I don't know if I mentioned to maybe. Well, the board approved the new buyer yesterday, so now we can start working on the closing date. And so I need to start to expedite my packing here and getting rid of stuff. But I was like, dog it. I said, God, I really don't want to spend money again on maintenance and mortgage and insurance. I was like, I really want to put money towards such and such. And I really, and work has been very slow. Work has been very slow because 1/3 of my clients come from 1/3 of my clients are not for profits, and they all lost their funding thanks to the orange man. So this has been this has been one of the slowest summers working probably in my career. So had to jump into some savings. But I have to tell you, will he do it? Yes, he will. Will he do it? Yes, he will. And I tell you, God opened the door. And so I was like, I ended up getting a project. Clients pay for it today. I was like, yes. Then I had another project this week that just out of nowhere, my person called me and said, hey, I need headshots. I need this, blah, 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 blah. Send out the invoice, paid. I was like, thank you, Lord. Everything is all right. So, you just have to have faith. You just have to have faith. At the end of the day, faith will get us through. Same thing with this whole country situation, but we are in a clear and present danger here in America. And if you don't think so, just hold on. It only gets worse. So sorry to tell you that, but we have our faith. That's what will sustain us. Faith and community. And so I'm excited that I have both faith and community. And so what's going on in your world? What do you like? What are you doing this weekend, y'all? There's 8 people in the building. There's 8 of you in the room. What are you doing this weekend? Anything special? Any place going anywhere special? Doing anything special? like I said, I will be venturing out to the Italian festival tomorrow, one last weekend, because I love Italian food. So I'm going to, and now that I got a little extra money in my pockets, I can go. I can go spend a little bit of dollars tomorrow. Diva says, yes, faith will get you through. And let the church say amen. Yes, indeed. Faith is key. So what are you guys doing this weekend? What else is happening? Okay, I think I got it all set up with my our wonderful Instagrammers. Come on in, Instagrammers. Come on in, Instagrammers. And what else is happening? Oh, we got to do our show and tell, right? Now, what should I share with you tonight? We do our show and tell. I can't show you any of my clients' work. I already showed you the golf tournament, at least part of it. Let's take you to do you guys want to do America, or do you want to travel somewhere in the world like Iceland or Zimbabwe, or should I take you to South Africa, Namibia? What photos should I share with you tonight in our show and tell moment? What should I share with you? What place, where should I take you today in the world? And let's see here. Let's go to the videotape photography. And here we go. And main images. Main images. Oh, have I shared it? I mean, this is our evening night. Y'all want to see if this photo, maybe I shared this with you. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I have. I have no idea if I have because I can't remember. Travel for the win. Okay, travel for the win. And I see Kimmy says, not doing anything special this weekend. Last weekend went to the beach. Mimi says, welcome, Mimi. She said, amen on faith. Diva to the Max says, I'll take travel, Alex, please. Mimi says, travel for the win. Okay, so let's travel to a country, a really cool country. Let me go here. Here we go. International. It's always good to go international, right? International is always the best way to go. International. So many folders. Okay. How about the Middle East? Have you guys been to the Middle East? How many of you have been to the Middle East? I love the Middle East. Here's some photos from the Middle East today. Let's start. Let's go with some Middle Eastern photos. Okay, here we go. This is our show and tell moment. We'll do this until we get ready for our Wordle. Okay, here we go. The Middle East. The wonderful Middle East. Now, this is in a place called Qatar, or some people say Qatar, Qatar. They definitely, it's Doha is the city, and this is the farmers market, and not farmers market. It's the chic. I think it's called Chic Market, and in this market is like everything, like rugs and lanterns, but the most fascinating thing about the market in Doha, this famous market, were all the parrots. Like, you see all these parrots? These are all parrots. Parrots here, parrots in the back, parrots over. And it is a tradition in Doha for fathers to buy their daughters parrots. Qatar. Thank you, Adrian. When I feel bougie, says Adrian. Qatar. And in so the fathers buy their daughters parrots. And so you see all of these parrots of different colors and sizes, but mainly the small little parrots. And they do talk. They do talk. And so you're walking in this market. You see these, look, there's parrots back here, there's parrots back there, parrots over here, parrots. I mean, I had never seen so many parrots in one place. And not only do they buy their daughters parrots in Doha, the fathers that love their daughters, they also buy them bunnies. And I'm not sure if, so that was, anyway, this is walking through through the market. And yeah, I've never really shared these photos with anyone. But this is again Doha. This is all in the farmers market area. And so you have the indoor market, then you have then you have these markets. This, I guess you call them store. Yeah, we would call them stores, but it's like it's a mall, and then there's like these little what do you call it? Because they're big rooms, and then they have lots of merchandise in them. Maybe I guess maybe I'll have some of those. But this is the parrots in color. You just saw it in black and white, and more parrots. And this was interesting, is that when you are flying into Doha, in the desert, there are they are growing grass for the city. It was the most interesting thing I have ever seen in flight. And so you're flying into Doha. I mean, yeah, this is like quite a distance, maybe about 40 minutes heading into Doha, and you see these huge circles in the desert, green, plush desert circles of grass, and they're growing the grass for the city. And so I was able to take this photo on my flight into Doha. It was shocking to me. And again, this is outside the market, lots of pigeons, just like in New York, lots of pigeons, and I was able to photograph this. I love photographing birds in flight. And you see a bunch of these birds are flying, they're in flight. There's some more, the wings are expanded, wings are out, wings landing, wings everywhere. And a lot of people like to feed the pigeons. And this is I think this is on my way to another marketplace, and there's just gentlemen just sitting on the wall. So it made for a beautiful minimalist photo. Again, the gentleman sitting on the wall, and people are walking. It was interesting, the watching the people first, especially the men that have these red striped, I don't know the name of these, the head garment, but it is a symbol of status in Qatar, or Qatar. Okay, there you have it. This is another one. Using some composition of leading lines, where you have your subject, but then you let the leading lines draw you out. So here we go. There, more pictures here when I was in this particular part of. This is really cool. I really enjoy photographing this, like this sandstone wall with lots of mosaic tiles. Look at, I mean, if I can, let me see if I can zoom in on this. Look at that. Look at the mosaic tiles, right? And they're in this archway as well. But again, another minimalist kind of shot. And with the young girl playing, she was running around, and I was able to take the picture. And I really do enjoy the Middle East. I there's a lot of customs that are different from where we are in America. I will never forget. I was on the train, trying to get from place to place on the train, and my buddies and I we were rushing and we ran into the train. And we ran into a car and realized we were all the men. We were in the women's section of the train, and we had to walk back to the men's car. Or so different customs that you have to get used to when you travel around the world. This is one of the skyscrapers. I think it's a skyscraper. It's a hotel. This is a hotel in. Adrian will know this. Adrian, you know what this is, right? This is not Doha. This is another Middle Eastern country. Yes, Dubai. This is in Dubai. And this hotel is one of the most expensive hotels in the world. Ah, thank you, Adrian. Look at his memory is better than mine, right? This the name of this hotel, this building, the Burj Al Arab. And nice, 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 nice. And it is a beautiful building. I don't know. Have also This is Dubai, from the waterfront, and you notice that the sky is very like hazy. That is not haze from pollution. That is haze from the sand. The sand is in the environment, so the desert sands, and what makes for beautiful sunsets. Uh, I have Desert sunsets are the most spectacular, I have to tell you. And you're going to see one in a moment. But this is inside of the Burj, looking upward, and all of these are floors. And these are all floors looking up from downstairs, looking all the way up to the top. These are rooms along the sides here. These are all rooms, and the balconies to these rooms. And another characteristics about being in Dubai and being in Doha, the level of cleanliness is off the chain. Literally, they hire people to do nothing but polish everything. Everywhere there's someone cleaning something everywhere at all times. And at least in these particular places, like obviously this is one of the most expensive places to go in a hotel in Dubai, so you would expect that there. That's not to say there's no dirty parts of Dubai. I mean, Dubai has some ghettos as well, and that's usually where the workers live, the migrant workers. Look at that sunset. I mean, look at the quality of the orange. I mean, it's just like, and what's beautiful about sunsets in the desert is because you have the sand in the atmosphere, it acts as a filter, which makes for beautiful sunsets, for we photographers. Look at it; it's like a pure disc. The sun, it looks like a pure disc in the sand. So I got room for a couple more. Oh, let me go back to this one. Yeah, look at that one. Look at this. I mean, the beauty of the desert. And this is the waterway. So this is one of the water passages, in Dubai. And we have also, since we're here, more another hotel across the way. And here's another one. The sun is going down and down. Look at that. Look at that sunset. It is so beautiful. And I don't know if you ever had a chance to go to Dubai. The foods are so good. The most flavorable, am I saying flavorable foods probably in the world. And then this is the Khalif. Yes. Okay, so that's it. It's time to play. It's time to play Wordle. So I got you. We got. I mean, there's a lot more photos, but you know what? It's time to play Wordle. There's many. This gentleman was one of ours. He served us this amazing food, and he's from Nigeria, and my friends are from Nigeria, so we were hanging out. But okay, I will let go. But this is in this is in a Nigerian neighborhood in Dubai. Man, there's so many photos here. Let me just get one more. I'll get one more in. And this is the Royal Guard. And these folks just go through and kind of just make sure everything is copacetic, or everything is looking good, everything is fine, and making sure it's peace. But no one's committing crimes in the middle. No one's committing crimes, because it's not like America. If you commit a crime, there's truly a punishment for it. And we won't go into those. But yeah. Okay, it is time for our Wordle. It is time for Wordle. Yes, it is. Look at us. We got 213 days straight, y'all. 213 days straight. The formula works. Okay, what's the first word out the gate, y'all? First gate, first word. Who's in the room? Who's in the room? First word. Anyone out there? And who's over in the Instagram world? If you're in Instagram, come on. Brooklyn Lens, how you doing, sir? I meant to call you today. I just got caught up in a project. So I will call you soon, because we got to get you on live. We got to get you on Touch Base Daily. So there you have it. Lise, thank you. I know eventually Adrian will be like, I'm out. Hey, I'm out. I gotta go to bed. Grandpa has to go to sleep. Fifi, what's up, Fifi? I see you, Fifi. Least. Let's see what we get. Y'all. Bam, bam. We only get one. E is in the right place. E is in the word. What's the next word? Next word. Proud. Thank you, Chris. Chris R is in the building. See, there we go. Proud. I like to say Proud Mary. Proud Mary. Yes, I love Proud Mary. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing here? There we go. Bam, bam, and bam. We got two more letters. We got an R and we got a D. We have an R. We have a D. Okay, so can y'all figure it out from here? I always say, why? When you can just use the third word, which is going to really help you and put you in a position to get the right words. So what's the next word we're going to use, y'all? What's the next word for our little formula that we use here on Touch Base Daily, New York Times game night? We got to stop Fifi. Fifi's in the building. Okay, so what's the next word? What is the next word? The next word, there's a third word, y'all. There's a third word. Anyone? Thank you, Kimmy Kim. Look at that. Each one of you said a word. I like that. That was good. Cha-ching. You always want to use the cha-ching. The cha-ching. And let's see. Bam. And we got nothing. Okay, so now we just got rid of all those letters. And now it makes it easier to find the word. Okay, what do you guys think? Well, we know an E is in the word. We know R is in the word. We know a D is in the word. And we know that it's not a Q in the word. It's not a Q because the U is not in the word. So no Q's. Bam, that's gone. What do you guys think it is? Or do you think it's one of these words? Maybe one of these letters may be a double letter. How do I know that? Because none of what if one of these words doesn't have a letter, Usually, it's a double letter somewhere. One of these is a double letter. So could it be dread or dread? Could it be dread? Could it be a dread? I don't know. It can be dread. D-E. Another good D-E. D-E. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone out there? Anyone? Anyone see a word? Anyone sees a word? Before I go there. Before I go there. Oh, defer. Oh, I like that. Could that possibly be? That would mean that there's a double D and double E. That does look like it could work. It does look good. Or could it be? Yeah, I like the way this feels. Looks good, right, Kimmy Kim? Kimmy says looks good. It looks good. Let's try it. And it is. Nice one, Diva, to the max. Diva, I think you're probably the apple girl in the classroom when you were growing up. You're the one sitting in the classroom in the front of the class with the apple for the teacher. Nice one. We're at 214 current streak. We are still moving forward. We are good. We are good, y'all. You did this. Now we're on to connections. Connections. Okay, so we know about connections, right? So 4 words must be connected to one subject. 4 words connected to one subject. And here we go. Let me get this off the screen. Let me flip this out of here so you guys can see this. Let me change this banner out. Hold on. Let me change the banner. There we go. That banner's out of the way. Okay. Duck, wing, rocket, star, lark, dip, dodge, senator, ram, dive, fry, Ford, chip, scraper, Lincoln, flyer. Okay, Brainiacs. Oh, Adrian's out the gate. With Ford, Dodge, Ram, and Lincoln. These are all cars. Nice one. I was good. He beat me to it. But, I always pause to wait. There we go. These are car names, car brands. Yep, the car brands. There we go. We got one down. What's the next one? What's the next connections? The next one, dip, chip, fry, and wing. Is this going to be things that you get at a party? I don't know. Are we with that? Dip and fry? Dip, chip, fry, and wing? I don't know. It looks like it could go. Oh, we got the lark and the duck and the senator, dive, rocket, flyer, star, scraper. Appetizer, says Elise, says Fifi. Lark, dive, rocket, scraper. Oh, okay. Let's go backwards. Scraper, rocket. Sorry. Dive. And the wonderful lark. Okay. Lark, dive, rocket, scraper. First time I got this kind of connection early. Nice. Here we go. Bam! It is skyscraper, skydive, skyrocket, and skyscraper. Nice one, Adrian. Next one. Okay, so this is looking good. Fry, deep wing, deep. Oh man, wing, dip, fry, and what was the other one? And chip. Okay. I think I'm going to go with it. I'm going for it. I think we got this. Yes. A bit of sports bar fare. Okay. Nice one. So we already know duck and senator, star and flyer. What are these things in common? What are these? Look at that. We didn't use any of our. We're good. NHL team members. I don't know nothing about that one. I don't know nothing about that. Team members. NHL. Don't know, but yes, the Flyers. I do know that. I do know that team. I do know that tuck, but I don't know the Senator and I don't know the Star. Okay, we're done with that. Now we're on to the third game. And that's our last game for the night. And it is our wonderful spelling bee. This is what we do. This is what we do. You guys are great. Okay, so now every word must have an E in it. Every word must have an E and must be 4 letters or more. 4 letters or more, and everything should have an E. Every word should have an E. And there it goes. Kimmy's out the gate. Kimmy is out the gate. Here she goes. She says, help. The help. Whoa. Wait. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. That breeze is so nice coming into the building. Ah, love it. Love it. Help. Then we got people. Nice one. That's a good one there. People. Wonderful people. There we go. Nice one. Next is, I see hello. Hello. Oh, hello from Kimmy Kim. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? There we go. Hello. And then we have pile. 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 There we go. And then we have heel. Heel. Where are those heels, y'all? Where are those heels? And there we go. Nice one. And gone. Nice one, Fifi. Fifi says gone. Fifi, I'm just, oh, wait, no N. There's no N, Fifi. What's going on? You thought the H was an N, didn't you? You thought the H was an N. Nope, that's not it. Oh, dog it. And so we got peel. Did we get the peel yet? We got, oh, there's peel. P-E-E-L. There we go. And now we have, oops, yep, no N. Peephole. Nice one, Chris R. Peephole. Oh, that's a. Oh, come on, respawn. There we go. My computer's a little slow. Okay, there we go. Nice one, peephole. Okay, now what else is up there? And Adrian, I don't know if pie hole is a word, but I am going to try it. Shut your pie hole. Oh, it's a word, y'all. Pie hole is a word. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm making noise, and my neighbors are probably like, what is he doing over there? And we got hope. That was good, Adrian. That was good. I didn't expect that one to be there. Hope is not a plan. And G. There we go. G. There we go. I don't have on my readers. Google. I don't know if Google is a word. It's a description. It's many other things. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, Google is a word. Okay, pipe. P-I-P-E. Look at that. Nice. Good job. You guys are moving right along. And we got the OGOGG. Okay. Right. There we go. Sorry. Bad. There we go. Oh, what's happening here? Sorry about that, y'all. My little fingers was going too fast. There we go. I got 2 screens. I'm working with 2 screens. I know. Next one. What's this? What is this, Fifi? Geofile. I don't know this word. I do not know this word. Let's see if it's a word. Let's see. And it's not a word. It's not a word. Sorry, Fifi. And on that note, yes. And Adrian keeps me laughing. I tell you, he keeps me laughing. Nope. That's not in there. That LEEP is not in there. LEAP maybe, but not LEEP. Nope. Night. Okay. There we go. That's not in there because there's no N there, Adrian. There's no N. and Phoebe says giggle. Giggle. There we go. Giggle. Nice one. Great already. Pegging. Look at that. I like that. I like that word. But there's no ing. What's going on, Kimmy Kim? There's no N. There is no N. Ooh, Fifi. What is this? These words. I don't know some of these words. Heliophily. What is, man? I don't know this word, but I'm going to look it up later on, like I always do, so I can learn, so I can get my vocabulary up there. Phile. Right? Okay, there we go. ILE. There we go. Does it work? Nope, that's not one either. Sorry, Fifi. That's not a word. Chris, we already got Google. Okay. Oops. Yep. Maybe it's spelled differently. Maybe did I do something wrong? Let me just double check. Let me just make sure I didn't do anything wrong here. We're going to try it again, Phoebe. We're going to try it again, Fifi. Okay, here we go. And yes, I see it. I am seeing it. My little specks a little crazy here. So here we go. Phile. Nope, that is not a word. Sorry, I tried, Fifi. I tried. Ooh, I see that. Loophole. Nice one. A lot of holes in the building. There's a lot of holes in the building. Loophole. Nice one. Good job, Kimmy Kim. And now we got a hellhole. There's a lot of holes in the building. Lot of holes. Hellhole. Okay, there we go. And it's there. That was amazing. We got 67. We're almost done. We are only 23 points away from genius, y'all. 23 points. We can do this. Come on, y'all. We got this. Let me see if I can get some in here. And we have G words. We have H words. We have one L words. That's probably another L word in there. We got lots of P words. We have no O words, y'all. There's got to be an O word in here. And there has to be a I word in here. Pole. There's a good one. Pole. There we go. Pole. Nice. That was worth 1 point. Okay. Oogle. Yes. Thank you, Fifi. We got the pole and we got the oogle. Yeah, there we go. Oogly. Is that how you say it? Oogly? Ugly. Anyways, next we are there. We got 69. We are 21 points away. 21 points away. Here we go. 21 points away. Who's in the building? Okay, let's play. Any more words? Are we stuck? Fifi has the last word on the board. No pangrams, y'all. No pangrams. Come on. Elope. Nice one. That's a good one. Elope. Nice. That was 5 points, y'all. 5 points. Where's the pangram, y'all? Oh, that's what I was looking for, Chrissy. Chris R. I was looking for that one. I was going to get that on the board. LIE. Yes. Okay, we are now 11 points away. 11 points away. We can get that with a pangram. Help? What's it? Good help? Go help? Something help? Help, help, help. Help. What can we say? Hippie. Oh, okay. Hippie. Oh, maybe. Yes, hippie is on the board. We are 5 points away without a pangram. Holy moly, no pangram? So far, no pangram. We might win this without a pangram. That's crazy. What is the pangram? PL, Falago. No, what's this? PH, PHL, PHLIGOE. What is that? What is a word that has these letters? Oh, we got a peep in there. I think peep is already on the board. No, peep is not on the board. Oh, let's get it on the board. Let's get this on the board. Peep. Peep. We got one. We're 4 points away. Sorry, wait. 4 points away, y'all. 4 points away. We got hippie on the board. And we got pipe on the board. I mean, sorry, peep. That if we get this, if we get this before 12:30, that means we are getting better as a group. Because that would mean we've gotten this 2 days or 3 days this week before 12:30. That's incredible. That's impressive. Less than a half hour because we don't start exactly at 12 o'clock. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. What is the pen? Anyone? Kimmy Kim, you and Diva, and all three of you, Diva, Chris, and you guys are always getting the pangrams. What is going on? No pangrams tonight? Elong, what's that? What's that? Whole. Log. I know there's got to be. The pangram probably starts with a PL. PLI. Philip. No. I don't know. I don't know what this pangram could be. Okay. Well, we only need 4 points. 4 points, y'all. Okay. We got heap. We got PLEE. Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Hodge. No, hoagie. How about a hoagie? Right, a hoagie. No, it's a Y, I guess. Poggy. Nope. Oh, goalie. Nope, no A's. We don't have an A. Kimmy Kim, we don't have an A. We don't have an A. No A. Can you buy a vowel? Nope, you cannot buy a vowel. You cannot buy a vowel. No, you cannot. Hey, Adrian NYC over in Instagram. I see you over there. I see Putnam Pub. Hey, Putnam, my wonderful hangout spot. Putnam Pub is in the building. That's my favorite hangout spot, y'all. If you're in Clinton Hill, y'all need to go to Putnam Pubs. It is my spot. And you know what my favorite thing is? The truffle fries. They have the best truffle fries. I love the place. It is one of my favorite places to go eat. Okay, so let me put this over here. Yeah, I know we're short. We'll be off of this thing in a moment, but we'll see. Let me put that in here for those folks that may want to join our YouTube channel. There we go. There we are. That's where we are on YouTube. Make sure you click on that if you want to join the YouTube channel. David Martin, how are you? I see you in the building. Nice. Okay. Did we get any more? Let me see. Hold on a second. We got giggle. We already have giggle. I think we have giggle. Yep, we have giggle already. Kaz is in the building. She's here. Google Kimmy says, I'm trying. I know. It's almost like we're stuck. We haven't figured out a word in about 2 minutes. I just saw Fifi and said earlier, what could this pangram be? H helo. Let me see. We got the halo. But we need an E. We need this to go with something. What can this go with? Pole. What can go with pole? Pole. Something pole. Oh, wait. Cass has a word. EPIPE. Kaz, do you see an N anywhere on this board? What's up with the N? I think everyone thinks the H is an N. That's funny. I think everybody thinks the H is an N. What is going on? Yes, okay, shuffle. I'm shuffling. Shuffled, just shuffled. Everybody thinks the H is an N. What is the word? PHIL. What could it be? A G is in that word. Could it have something that has like a logic in it, like LOGI? Nope. I don't know. Oh, epilogue. Kaz. Oh, I think she might be onto something. This could bring us over the board. Here we go. Bam! There we go. Thank you, Kaz. You brought us over the cliff. Nice. And we did it by 12:30 on the dot. Holy moly. So it looks like so far I see Chris had 2 in a row. And it looks like that's all. That Chris is the only person that had 2 in a row. She had a double in a row. So MVP looks like it's gonna go to Chris. Yes, hold on a second. I'm going backwards. And yep, it is the MVP is Chris R with Ali and Hippie 2 in a row. So the MVP goes to, there was still no pangram, right? We got no pangram on this one. That is weird. We always get a pangram. Okay, MVP tonight goes to the wonderful Chris R. It's time for her to take her bow. It's time for some applause. Here we go. And I hear the applause coming. Here they come. And Chris R. There you are, Chris R. You rock, as always. And it definitely takes a teamwork to make the dream work. There we go. That was good, y'all. That was good. We've been knocking out game night in an hour. Whoa. That is, man, it's time to go to bed. It's 12:32, and we are done. We did all 3 games in less than a half hour. You guys rock. You guys are amazing. So, guys, have a wonderful and safe weekend. I hope you do something special. I hope you do something to make you smile. I hope you do something that brings you joy. Okay, and stay safe and watch these streets and have a good weekend. Fifi says we need to add another game now. Nope. It's good that we end everything in an hour, right? We start at 11:30 and we end at 12:30. That's called perfection. Have a good weekend, Mimi says. Diva says, enjoy your weekend, everyone. Have a good night. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us on game night. Love ya and see ya Sunday night for game night again. Sunday night, 11:30. See ya. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.